Hello, everyone, and good afternoon. My notifications are beeping even in my Sky office. Welcome to this morning's Coach on the Rocks. Lovely to see you. Thank you for tuning in, and sorry for yesterday's technical details. Apple. I've reinstalled or updated my Mac OS, and what happened is doesn't really matter what happened, but hopefully everything works okay now. So, yesterday I got a bit of a reaction from you, and a good couple of messages and comments. Thank you so much. Talking about the faking of success. Today I wanted to talk about something that I believe is closely related, which is motivation by momentum. What do I mean by that? Well, when an individual or a team succeeds, what happens is it enhances people's beliefs in themselves, their ability to succeed, and thus this gives you wings. And I've seen it happen multiple times. It happens quite a lot in sport, right? You can see an athlete pushing further and so on, and it's an interesting one. Obviously, one would say that to win, you have to have the ability to do that yourself, right? So there has to be a skill and so on. But what happens if your win is through the result of something else? So in 2008, I don't know if you know, but I'm an F1 fan. I'm not going to talk about it too much. Most people think it's a boring sport. I think they might be right. But in 2008, there has been a scandal, a cheating scandal in F1 called the Crashgate. In the Singapore Grand Prix in September, Nelson Piquet Jr. has crashed his car, so Fernando Alonso could win. Right? He created an advantageous situation with the safety car. We don't need to go to the details. So Fernando Alonso won. The investigation showed that he wasn't necessarily involved in the conspiracy. He was cleared from any suspicion. But then something interesting happened. 2 weeks after the Crashgate, by that time, this wasn't something that was revealed. So, people thought, oh, he just won because of his skill, but also this particular circumstances. There has been a race in Japan. And you know what? Fernando Alonso and his Renault team won again. I remember watching this race. Why did he win? Why is it that it was a midfielder by then, and they won again 2 weeks after, which I think, now that I think about it, is a great representation of the momentum phenomenon, right? Even though they weren't at the winning pace, they still pushed themselves further. The driver Fernando Alonso pushed himself further to the limits and won the race, despite the fact that the previous win was cheated, because he had the momentum. Recently, working with a team, they haven't cheated. It's nothing to do with faking results, but they had some positive results. They've set themselves a target of getting to a number 50, doesn't matter about what. And they, after 4 weeks of pushing hard, got to 54. And they were incredibly happy about it, very excited, and they gave them a lot of momentum. I could clearly see the team is very motivated. Everyone was like, yeah, let's go. Let's achieve more success. Even though the number 50 was just an abstract number, something that we, just thought, okay, 50 might be a good target. I worked with them to reach that. Yeah. So that's quite interesting how you can obviously build momentum. The challenge is, what happens if the opposite is true, which it is, right? If you are on a losing streak, you will lose because your motivation will unfortunately subside, and there will be a different kind of momentum that you might suffer from. So that's a great phenomenon, which I believe needs not exploration, but a good leader needs to be aware of that their team, if they help their team believe in themselves, not through faking results, but through showing that they can succeed because of an existing success that they've made, which there's always something that they've done right. And, as a leader, there's always, or as a person, there's always so much that you do right. If you prove to yourself beyond, self-doubt or team self-doubt or, imposter syndrome, however you want to call this individual and team phenomena, if you show, yeah, I or we can succeed, it will build the momentum. But it will also be able to be destroyed by, one, focusing on losing or failure, or faking success, which undermines the whole effort in terms of, well, we theoretically can win, but we've cheated, right? People in the team will know. And it's probably not something that you want to go forth with. Hopefully, this is an interesting one. Give me a comment, give me a reaction, drop me a message, as many of you do, and I will do my best to see you tomorrow for the next Coach on the Rocks at 9:45 London time. Bye-bye.